Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, February 2nd, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is the key to my vibrational shift is my personal revolution. And it's interesting because I almost changed that right in the middle to the key to my vibrational strength is also personal revolution. And it's interesting because we talked about with the eclipse, the vibrational strength is in the vulnerability of the heart. But this is part of the whole process. The process of revolution, evolution, the process of shift. Because in every moment, we are shedding the layers and shedding the skins of those things that we've picked up along the line, along our life, whether it's 5 years, 50 years, 500 years, 500 lifetimes, shedding off those layers to get as close to the authentic soul source energy that we bring forth as possible. And today we are in our second evolution revolution day of Sun in Aquarius. Man, this energy is so intense. It really is intense. The time between the eclipses, the eclipse corridor to me is one of the most important times for transformational shift because the energies are so high. And I think today in our second revolution evolution day, it's like bananas high. It's really heightened energy for us to work with. So the first thing I want to mention in this revolution evolution shift day is that we have the moon in Virgo. So the moon shifted into Virgo on February 1st. I did a little write-up, but I wasn't able to get a video up because, wow, the uploads take a really long time and the internet was not cooperating at all yesterday. Plus vibrational energies were just way intense for me. So this moon in Virgo energy can enhance this mental focus or mental lack of focus that we have going on with all of the electrical energies going on with the Aquarian energy. But what Virgo reminds us of is that we can get caught here or we can really learn to sink down into the body. And I did a little meditation earlier today because I was feeling like all the things everywhere. And that was the thing that just kept coming. Sink down in, sink down in, sink deeper into yourself. And I love, we're going to get into this, the solar plexus card, because I think this is where we really ultimately do want to go with it. Listen to your body. What's going on in your body? Any ache, any pain, anything going on in your body, is your body trying to get your attention from out here back into here. So let that moon in Virgo guide you. That being said, all of the connections that we have going on are lunar connections right now, save one. There is one big thing that we're going to get into that is not a lunar connection. But today, so actually, as recording, we have the moon about to connect with Saturn. Saturn in Capricorn, now at 5 degrees. Here's more of that mental energy, that 5-degree energy. It's just hitting us left and right. But again, it's saying, how are you going to be responsible? And that moon in Virgo reminds you that right now to be responsible means to tune into your body. Listen to what's going on for it, through it, and let those processes be the ones that take you through this. Otherwise, you're going to get caught in like the static out here, and there's so much static out here right now. The next connection that we have is the moon opposite Neptune. So this is on February 2nd. Moon opposite Neptune. Anytime we have the moon in Virgo opposite Neptune in Pisces, we have the opportunity to bring the magic in. So instead of just getting caught here, go a little bit beyond. Call in those miracles and bring the miracles. Bring that, I don't know, the spirit of possibility. I don't have the possibilities card. I'm really wishing I did right now. But bring that spirit of possibilities on in. That connection's 12 degrees. That's 3 energy. So that is meant to expand us through possibilities. Later, the moon is going to connect with Pluto. There's that transformation energy. That's at 19. That's 10. So transformation based on your worthiness. And you will prove to yourself that you're worthy as you begin to listen to yourself and pay attention to yourself. One of the things is that we're always showing ourselves that we're not worthy by not stepping up and honoring even our most basic needs. So that's a little something that you can do to revolutionize your personal shift. The final lunar connection is a lunar connection between the moon and Jupiter. Jupiter in Scorpio, 21 degrees, another degree that's meant to expand you. This is going to expand you by your willingness to look at the shadows. And I think this next thing may key us into what's going on with that. So we have the South Node and North Node in Aquarius and Leo, respectively, at the 14-degree energy. Now, let me remind you, that's 5 energy. But later in the day, on the 2nd, we're going to have the sun reaching 14 degrees, hanging out on the South Node. And so this may show us some of that old stuff, those old patterns, those old ways of being that we keep tuning into that are taking us out of the now, that are taking us out of what we need to do, be, live, love in this moment. Now, one of the things that I mentioned in the horoscope for the eclipse, which I would suggest going back into multiple times over the next 2 weeks because that information that came through was so good. Diving into the golden energy of the heart. Keep sinking back into the golden energy of the heart. There is going to be the tempting, it's going to be tempting to come out here. It's going to be easy to come out here because this static is going to be so loud. That is the old way. The new way is sinking in instead of popping out. The new way is going to be tuning into love versus tuning into all of the, peanut gallery energies that are going on here. Sink in here. That will align you with the North Node, heart, Leo energy, which is where we all need to be going. Even if you have a North Node in Aquarius, you can get back to that in a minute. Don't worry. That's lit up enough. Sink into the heart. Utilize that energy of the heart. And the cards I have, so good. Projections with guidance. We are listening to guidance that is based on these old projections, and this is where it's led us. It's led us to a place where we're so tapped out of our heart. We're not lighting up. We're not in a place of joy. So it is time to get past these old projections, the old know-it-alls, all that stuff. Sink back into the heart. Let that guidance shift you. Sink into your body. Get grounded. Come in. Do the work. And just realize this process over the next 2 weeks, it's a process. So this card, I know it's the solar plexus, but this to me is like, it's the golden energy of the inner heart. Instead of the high heart, the heart chakra, this is like self-love land down here in the solar plexus. And it says the frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. And I want to read you the try this. Go inside yourself for a moment and think about what is important, what is connected to the heart in your life. Do you spend your days doing what you love? Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel you are an important part of the big puzzle we call life? Most of us have one thing we love doing and really good at. What's your thing? Do more of that thing over this time to help pull you in, because this is of the utmost importance, and this is bringing us all about to a new way of being and showing up. So that's it for today. Book a reading. I have my reading sale still going. This energy is intense. It's a good opportunity to book a sale price. GaiaBlooming.com for that. There is enough love in the world for you, and the better it gets, the better it gets. Namaste.